Good evening. Welcome to Grandma's Attic Music Review. It's wonderful to be with you this night before New Year's Eve. I'm happy to be with you. I'm so happy that you're spending your seasonal holiday with us. It's wonderful to be able to bring to you live local music. It's the joy of my existence to find local musicians and encourage them by getting them to come on this TV show. Tonight we have just a wonderfully talented young lady who has written a bunch of really great songs that will lift you up and encourage you. I hope that you will welcome into your home Miss Dot Reiser.
Thank you. My name is Dot Reiser, as Dot said. I'm very happy to be here. Happy New Year, everybody. The first song I'm going to sing is called The High Road, and it's a song about school bullying. And I hope it lifts you up and encourages you if you're someone who is in the hot seat from time to time, like we all have been. Whoops. You're gonna kick me now, you're gonna push me down, you're gonna take my books and tear the pages out, you're gonna call me names, you're gonna spread some news, gonna threaten me with things you're gonna do. Well, I could go to the teacher and stir up sparks, I could act indifferent to your remarks, I could turn my cheek and ask for more, or I could settle up the score. But there's a world of glory, there's a world of good on the high road. There's a different story, things are as they should be on the high road, where you can be the best of who you're meant to be and follow all your dreams. And if you ever want to, you can walk along with me. Another day is past, I'm back at home at last, safe behind my door and safe behind my desk, till my cell phone ring reveals another thing that you could do to me. You hurt me virtually. Open up this link, says you text to me. Open up my pain to a Facebook screen, a page dedicated to your hate, dedicated to seal my fate. But there's a world of glory, there's a world of good on the high road. There's a different story, things are as they should be on the high road, where you can be the best of who you're meant to be and follow all your dreams. And if you ever want to, you can walk along with me. But let me pose a question. Why do you strike at me? Is someone doing worse to you? And must we share this misery? Well, there's a world of glory, there's a world of good on the high road. There's a different story, things are as they should be on the high road, where you can be the best of who you're meant to be and follow all your dreams. And if you ever Thank you. This next song is a new song that I wrote right after the election. There was a lot of division in the country, and there still is. And my mother-in-law asked me to write a song to do something about that. So I don't know if my song really does something about that, but it talks about something called the echo chamber, which is a phenomenon on Facebook and social media where if I see a political post that I like, I'll press like, and then the algorithm will send me more and more of what I like. Before you know it, all I'm looking at is what I like, and that's called an echo chamber. Echo, echo, echo. I love the sound of my own voice. Echo, echo, echo. But others, they don't like the noise. Echo, echo, echo. It seems they don't agree with me or what I want to say. Echo, echo, echo. And if you think the way I do, echo, echo, echo. Step inside my chamber too. Echo, echo, echo. We'll shout it to the walls and roof and pleasure in the sound of our echo. Echo, echo, echo. But what if we decide to venture out and find another echo just as loud? Knock upon the door and stumble into the opposing point of view. Ooh, echo, echo, echo. I don't think I'll take that ride. Echo, echo, echo. Go mixing with the other side. Echo, echo, echo. I think we're better off divided in these great United States of echo. Ooh, echo, echo, echo. Echo, echo, echo. Look away, look away, look away. Echo.
Nice.
Thank you. This next song is a song I wrote on my last album. It's called Girl on a Swing, and I remember it was Dot's favorite.
I love this song. I love this song.
What it's about is how faith goes up and down for some of us, just like a girl on a swing. Depending how distracted you are, peer pressure, whatever, goes up and down for me. I try my best. Just a girl on a swing. Jesus is pushing me high in the sky where the angels sing. And if I should fall, I know that the arms of the Lord who is love will be catching me. Just singing a song, singing and swinging along with a heart full of happiness. The devil may care, but he'll never get to me here on the swing of my soul. But bigger kids are sneaking up behind me. It's like the devil always seems to find me. They call me names and mock my love for Jesus. So I stop singing and stop being the girl on a swing. Oh, ooh, just a girl in the world, suit pressed, button and curled, on my way to prosperity. Put sweat on my brow, some knowledge and know how I'll make it real big in the city. One day at a time, higher and higher I climb. Gotta move, gotta reach that peak. 'Cause if it's to be, it's all up to me. I'm the master alone of my destiny. But oh, it's getting hot here at the summit. A higher rank attends a bigger blame. I feel my new position poised to plummet. What if I stop achieving and stop being the girl in the world? Oh, ooh, oh, take me back. Oh, won't you take me back? Back to that girl on a swing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Swing me high up where the angels fly. The warmth inside, like the girl on a swing. Oh, ooh, just the girl on her knees, mother of four, wanting only to please, and it's breaking me. A worry machine, believing it's all up to me, the success of this family. What schools to choose, what sports to play, how to make them behave so that they'll succeed. In a world where the best is all you should get, that's if I could just do it all perfectly. So check the time and check the box, keep up with all the other jocks. So what if we don't like the pace, kid? Life's a race. But then I look into the eyes of my weary child, and by surprise I just stop running and start becoming the girl on a swing. Jesus is pushing me high in the sky where the angels sing. Ooh, 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 I know that the arms of the Lord will be catching me. Thank you. You still like that one, Dot?
I still like that song. I love that song.
I'm so glad. I like it too.
It's a good song.
This next song I did not write. It's a pretty Christmas song. If I ever wrote a Christmas song, maybe I will. This is what I'd want it to be like. It's called Grown Up Christmas List by David Foster and Linda Thompson Jenner. Do you remember me? I sat upon your knee and wrote to you with childhood fantasies. Well, I'm all grown up now and still need help somehow. I'm not a child, but my heart still can dream. So here's my lifelong wish, my grown-up Christmas list, not for myself, but for a world in need. No more lives torn apart, and wars would never start, and time would heal all hearts. And everyone would have a friend, and right would always win, and love would never end. This is my grown-up Christmas list. As children we believed the grandest sight to see was something lovely wrapped beneath the tree. never help a hurting human soul. No more lives torn apart, and the wars would never start, and time would heal all hearts, and everyone would have a friend, and right would always win, and love would never end. This is my grown-up Christmas list. Thank you. Isn't that a pretty one?
Time for all seasons, that one.
Yeah. I wish I'd written it. Last summer, maybe it was the summer before, I had a chance to write a song for a foundation called Take Back the Night, who advocate for young women's safety on college campuses. So I wrote a song about consent, which is an important word in that arena. And it's called I'm Fast. And when I sing it, I want you to know I'm talking to young women in college. So if I say something like, I'm hot, I know I'm 53, maybe I'm hot, but I'm trying to speak to the young women. So it's a fun little song. I hope you like it. I was looking real forward to a first date last night. He has a little money, likes to treat a girl right. And after 3 years of beer and boys toting me a red cup, I'm sipping fine wine at a table all dressed up, thinking about a long kiss. The mood begins to settle. He comes on like a fast car, pedal to the metal. I pull the old stiff arm, shift him into neutral. He pulls me even closer, says, I heard you were a fast girl. Well, I'm fast, 'cause I'm the first on the dance floor, wild like a child, jumping up on the table loose with my shoes, kick them off like a gypsy girl. And I'm hot and I show a little leg, 'cause it's pretty, ready for a steady, take me out in the city, easy, light and breezy, liberated, ungated and free. But it doesn't mean you're getting fast, loose or free with me. Oh no. You tell me I'm a tease, got you all hot and bothered. Tell me that I led you like a lamb to the slaughter. Say I owe you something for a real nice dinner. Acting like a saint when you're really just a sinner. Hey, listen real close, I'll say it slow. That red means stop and green means go, and yes means yes and no means no. And the last thing you need to know is I'm fast, 'cause I'm the first on the dance floor, wild like a child, jumping up on the table loose with my shoes, kicked them off like a gypsy girl. And I'm hot and I show a little leg, 'cause it's pretty, ready for a steady, take me out in the city, easy, light and breezy, liberated, ungated and free. But it doesn't mean you're getting fast, loose or free with me. No, it doesn't mean you're getting fast, loose, wild, hot, ready, free or easy with me. Red means stop and green means go. Yes means yes and no means no. Red means stop and green means go. Yes means yes and no means no. Red means stop. Thank you. That was for all the young ladies. Well, ladies of any age.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, too. We all need to use our words.
Absolutely.
This next song is a new one. It's on my new EP. Has it been 35 minutes yet?
Not even close.
Oh, wow, I'm really cranking.
Go ahead. Have fun.
Okay. So this next song is called Children Gonna Play. It's on my new EP. And I wrote it because there was a song challenge that I heard about where you take a classical piece and you try to make a new song out of it. So my son was playing something by Handel, and I liked the melody, and I thought it sounded very playful, so I started writing a song about how my children used to play. And then I started thinking about, well, how did children play all around the world? So I asked my friend from Burundi for some stories. I asked my friend from Mexico for some stories. And then those were all beautiful. And then I started to think about the children in Aleppo because there was a lot of bombing going on when I wrote the song. And I Googled children playing in Aleppo, and believe it or not, I saw some very moving images of children playing amidst all that was going on around them. So I wove that all together in this new song, Children Gonna Play. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
In the dollhouse, baby sleeping, little hands have placed her there, singing softly lullaby. My Lizzie keeps the mother's care. Abby plays the role of puppy, barking loud to wake the babe. Lizzie frowns and Abby giggles. Forever still the sisters play. In the woods the salamander rests beneath a rotting tree, wet and mossy, cold and clammy, hidden where no boy can see. Joey turns the log with haste, embracing expert hunting tricks. Look at this one, yellow spotted. Tony names it Titanic. No matter what the world they live in, children gonna play. No matter what the life they're given, children gonna play. With balls and bats, stones and sticks, baby dolls and shrapnel bits. Baby dolls and shrapnel bits. In the classroom in Burundi, the roof above is made of tin. And when the rains fall, there's such a clatter, the teacher's voice drowns in the din. Claude is quick to drop his pencil. Kevin starts the singing game. Louder, louder, joyful singing. Drum their desks to beat the rain. No matter what the world they live in, children gonna play. No matter what the life they're given, children gonna play. With balls and bats, stones and sticks, baby dolls and shrapnel bits. All quiet Aleppo, the shelling fades away. Outside the air is thick with smoke. Fareed creeps out to see what's broke, and there's a crater in the road so wide it could fit 4 children deep inside. A smashed water main fills it to the rim. It's a pool, jump in, jump in. No matter what the world they live in, children gonna play. No matter what the life they're given, children gonna play. With balls and bats, stones and sticks, baby dolls and shrapnel bits. So the mean old war could take it all away, but you can't take away how the children play. You can't take away shrapnel bits.
Wow.
Thank you. My friend from Burundi is very excited about this song. He's the one who was in the schoolhouse, and they play this game when it rains. They all would sing and sing and sing because they couldn't hear the teacher anyway, and they'd keep doing it till the rain stopped. It sounded so fun. This next song is from my first album, and it's again about faith and friendship. If faith and friendship could be the same word, you need to spend a little time with your friend. So this is called Find Time to Find You. Some say I'm lucky, but I say I'm blessed. I don't need to put you to the test, 'cause I recognize your hand in this. I know you're the one to name. This kind of joy's too big for lucky, coming from the one divine, waiting there for me to seek and find, asking only for my time. But this world I'm in has so many gods, gotta find the one who lives. I'm gonna find time to find you, 'cause it's there I'm found. Past the limits of this world we'll go, where the boundaries of my mind fall away, revealing a way of life so new, born in you, with freedom, freedom to love like you. Freedom, freedom, or joy in the view. If you wanna think I'm lucky, you better think again, giving credit to the God who lives and he waits for you within. Can you hear his voice in your heart and mind? Can you fall in love with him? Can you fall in love with him? Thank you. Lately, I don't know if you can tell, but I've had to grapple with stage fright. So all this music came to me after age 45 or so. And I found out that if I sing in a nursing home or in senior living, I'm not afraid. So that's where I sing the most. And I sing for Beacon Hospice, and at bedsides and often with dementia patients. And I have seen some real miracles with music and dementia. And I wrote a song about it. There's these little stories in this song, and I want you to know, I want to give credit to the residents in the memory care facility for these verses, because the stories came right from their mouths when I would sing certain old familiar songs. And they really excited me, because sometimes they'd be nonverbal for a very long time, and then they would have a story to tell. The other speaker in the song is the song leader. It's a confusing song. I apologize for that, but I think that's the way it was supposed to be born. So it's called Memory Care. I'm sitting in my chair. I don't know who I am, what to do or why I'm here. I close my eyes and She walks into the room. She smiles and says hello. She plays on her guitar and sings her favorite songs from long ago. Applause, applause, hooray, hooray, let's play another song. This one's better than before. Try your best to sing along on a bicycle built for two. Daisy, Daisy, I know who I am. I'm a little girl riding on my bicycle. I live in France. I ride it everywhere. On the street that I recall, up the hill and around the bend, and where it ends, well, I don't know, but I know who I am. Applause, applause, hooray, hooray, let's play another song. This one's better than before. Try your best to sing along, to take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. I know where I am. I'm working for the team. For 40 years I've worked the stands at Fenway Park. I've got a lot of jobs, 'cause I've worked here for 40 years. I think I'm real important here. I know a lot about the Sox. Yeah, I know where I am. The tulip flowers close their petals tightly in the morn, till rays of sunshine press upon them, yellow, bright, and warm. Bursting wide, they lift their petals bravely to the sky. It's just the same with memory, how music brings it back to life. Do you know who I am? I'm your little girl, playing songs on my guitar to bring you back to my world. We'll talk about the time you taught me how to ride a bike up the hill and around the bend, and how the Red Sox won again. Do you know who I am? Thank you.
Want to do one more? Thought you want to do one more and then come sit with me?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Okay. See, I gotta pick carefully.
Well, you'll have another one for the end of the show too, so.
Okay. This song I am still working on in the studio, and it goes with an old series of songs that I've been working on for some time, where I'll take one of the 10 Commandments and I'll meditate on it, and I'll think about what does that old rule mean now. So this one is about you shall not covet your neighbor's husband. But in this case, it would be you shall not covet your neighbor's. Oh, wait, you shall not covet your neighbor's wife. In this case, it's you shall not covet your neighbor's husband because I'm writing it about myself. It's called Log On, Log In, and it addresses Facebook adultery. Another light topic for my repertoire.
Nice.
See the happy housewife, such a safe, chaste life. Years of service gone by, an idle time between wash and dry. These idle hands are playthings for the devil's musings, but I can stay here, safe at home and never stray, but I may roam. Log on, log in, let's play pretend, search, try, seek, find, anytime, online, see me sitting in my seat, traveling at high speed, no one knows just where I go or who I meet on cyber streets, see me in the chat room with another lost fool. There isn't any harm in this. We never touch, we never kiss. Log on, log in, let's play pretend. You never know who you could find anytime online. I'm heading into the darkest alley on the globe. I'm heading into the places I would never go. Sneak a peek, let the sparks ignite my weary life. What then? What then? I can log it off again to the boy from way back when. Will you be my Facebook friend? Reconnect, the sparks fly, and what then? What then? Log in. Tell your wife it's only pretend. Log on. Reconnect again and again. There isn't any harm in this. It's just a little reminiscing. There isn't any harm in this. We never touch, we never kiss. Log in. I tell myself it's only pretend. Log on. Reconnect again and again. Don't shut me down. Don't shut me down. Please, don't shut me down. I'll never stray. I'll never stray, but I may roam. Oh, don't shut me down. Thank you.
Oh, Doc, come and sit with us. We have lots to talk about. So happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to Grandma's Attic for the evening. I am so happy that we get to talk about things that are important in this new year. 2018 is going to be wonderful. 2017 was hard for a lot of people, and this year we're just going to remember what community is all about. We're going to reach out to our neighbors, we're going to reach out to our friends, and we're going to encourage everybody to just love the people that they are around. If we all love the next door neighbor, then the next door neighbor will love the next door neighbor. It's a ripple effect, and we'll all just get along so much more nicely, and the community will grow. So remember that when you're walking down the street and you see your neighbor out there trying to get their yard straightened out, stop and say hello. It's all about community. You know that. Hi, Dot.
Hi.
Oh, my. I had forgotten what a great songwriter you are. I mean, I knew that you had a couple of songs that I really, really enjoyed, but wow. Wow.
Thank you.
you're amazing. What is it that inspires you to write such introspective songs?
I guess somebody said, I need a mic.
Oh yeah, you do. It's right behind you. I'm sorry. That's my fault. I should have reminded you.
Do I just,
Yep, just hook it in.
that's good?
That's good. That's good. Now they can
Decorative?
hear you. Yeah, now people
Okay.
can hear you.
What inspires me? Boy, raising kids, what I see in the news, what I see in my kids' lives, what I see in my life. Everything happening in the world inspires me to write a song.
For good and for bad.
Yeah, there's a Saint Francis, I think. He says,
Francis of Assisi.
yeah. He said, preach always, if necessary, use words. So I could never be a preacher because I'm too flawed.
Right?
But I like the idea of getting a good message out there or things to think about without using words, maybe using lyrics and making it catchy if I can, making it not preachy and trying to attract people to these age-old messages, especially the one you just said about love your neighbor. I mean, what a great song that would be.
Well, it's really important that we do that, and
Yeah.
scriptures tell us to do it, and it doesn't matter whether it's the Bible or other religions' books. They all say to love
They
your
all
neighbor.
say it. Everybody knows it.
Yeah. If we just love someone, especially someone that maybe isn't just like us.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Definitely.
the important thing, is
Yeah.
to love the people that we're not really sure of.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
your next door neighbor nowadays may not be someone that's like you.
Right.
So, so that's very obvious in my neighborhood. I live in downtown New London.
I
my
have such an easy time loving anybody who's nice to me. I don't care who they are, where they come from. If they're nice, I have an easy time loving them. The hardest thing for me is to love somebody who's mean to me.
Right.
So-
I agree. Or distant.
Yeah.
It's hard to be loving to people
That's
that are
true.
distant.
That's true.
Which brings me to my next point. You just sang this amazingly moving, I'm not even going to say how many people in this room were crying, song about the people that are having dementia and Alzheimer's. How do you go in there and sing such loving, uplifting songs to people that don't respond?
The challenge is getting a response. So you just look for those songs that they always loved. And I have a book this thick of try this, try that. Sometimes nobody's responding, and I'll flip over to the 50s and Elvis, and they'll start cutting a rug.
Nice.
It's really fantastic. I highly recommend to any people who are into music and not getting out and singing to think about memory care singing, because they really need it. They really, and also traditional care, assisted living. Not only that, it's nice and early in the day, and I can work regular hours, you know, and then I don't know if I feel like I'm going to be going out and being a real hot bar singer. So.
Well, that's not what this world needs a lot of. The bars aren't paying as much as they should. I'm just saying that. And if we're going to go out and put forth our talent, which you obviously have a lot of, it's good that you're doing it for people that are getting a treasure from you.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful to see
They're the most
that.
appreciative people I've ever seen.
That's nice. Now, you didn't sing and write songs all your life. No. When did you start writing music?
2011.
Wow. Wow, that's only a few short years ago.
Yeah.
What made you do that?
I was motivated. I was a youth group leader, and so I wanted to play the guitar and I wanted to get rock and roll into church. And I failed several times.
I bet.
It works in some churches, but it's pretty difficult in my denomination to get the rock in there. But I'm over it. And in the meantime, I was inspired about so many things working with the young people in the church that, all the things they were going through made me want to write songs. And my daughters were heading off to college. And I had some memories of college that weren't so good. So I wrote a song just to educate them on watch out, kind of song. That one's called Freedom to Chains on my old album, my first album.
Yep.
And so that got me going. And then I had my mom listen to what I was writing, and I thought she'd hate it, but she really liked it, and she encouraged me a lot to keep going.
Nice.
And,
so you didn't grow up in a musical household?
No, but my grandmother was an amazing singer.
Okay.
And she sang classical music in the church.
Okay.
She would have been on Broadway, but as my mom says, Mississippi girls didn't do that kind of thing back then. So she came back home after studying at the Chicago Conservatory of Music.
Wow.
And she became a church singer, and she opened a dancing school and did everything she could in her world.
Nice.
So I'm really inspired by her. I remember she would come and just play the piano by ear like a master and sing just beautifully, all classical. She was so happy when she sang.
And you look that too when you're singing. I can see in your eyes. I can see the soulfulness of all the music that you write. Your song, "Little Girl on the Swing," is still a favorite of mine.
Good.
It has a lot of meaning. But now I hear you writing songs that include the internet. Heavens to Murgatroyd. We're not 20.
Yeah.
You and I. We're a little older than that, and the internet has become one of those things that we have to deal with.
I know.
And so you took one of the 10 Commandments and turned it into an internet song. How did you do that? Where did that flip come from?
I just thought about you shall not covet your neighbor's spouse. And I thought about, what am I doing in my life? And at the time, I was a little itchy at home. I was a stay-at-home mother with 4 little ones. And I looked up an old boyfriend on the internet.
Wow.
So I did that thing you're not supposed to do. And it was lots of fun. Nothing ever happened or anything. But my conscience started to bother me. And I thought, this would be a good song.
Now, how does your husband feel about that?
I hope he doesn't watch this show. No, I'm kidding. He knows all about how crazy I am. I'm a very mercurial person. So he loves me. It's fine.
And he likes that.
And I stopped myself, too. You just start to feel a little wrong. Like, I'm having too much fun talking to this person. And would I ever go all the way to his house, like 2,000 miles from here? Would I knock on the door and his wife answers and I'd say, I was just wondering if your husband remembers me. No. But Facebook makes it so easy.
It does.
And I did some research, and half of today's broken marriages start
on
with
the internet.
It's just too easy to go knocking on all these guys' doors. And, you think, oh, back then, everything was perfect. Back then, there was no, responsibilities.
Right.
So it's attractive.
Now, where can people that like your music, can they find you anywhere? Can they look you up?
Yeah,
Where can they
I
do
am
that?
organized.
Nice.
I am on CD Baby, iTunes, Amazon, all the things you can buy it on. And I'm on everything free, all the free streaming. So I even did a video recently. A young lady named Margaret Burgess did a video for the Memory Care song. That's on YouTube.
Nice.
So I'm starting to get going with video.
Is it under
which is
Reiser
cool.
on YouTube?
Yeah, everything's under Reiser. I have a Facebook page, like a professional page, called Reiser. And I have a website.
Nice.
Called www.riseupstudio.com. But the Rise is spelled R-E-I-S, like my name.
Yep.
So that's my website. You can buy anything you want or just listen for free. I don't care. Just love me.
Love your music. Love your music
Love
and
my
your
music.
songwriting.
Thank you.
Now, where do you want to take your songwriting besides to the nursing home?
Into a healing wherever it's needed. I don't know. I guess I'd love to have a big artist cover my songs and really get them out there.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how that's done, but I know it happens. So my goal is to catalog 30 songs, all produced, and then find out, who do you approach? I think you go to publishers or pitchers, song pitchers.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm going like this. They pitch the songs like little CDs. Here, take this.
Yeah.
Or if I got a song onto a TV show like Grey's Anatomy or something,
That would be
that's
cool.
a good way to make some money. That'd be fun.
That's how Joan Jett got her start, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. She got her song on All My Children
Nice.
back in the 70s.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. In the late 70s. That's how that happened for her. So,
Yeah.
it's cool when things like that happen for people.
Yeah, but if none of that works out, I try to remember something I learned when I went to Nashville to a songwriting conference. They said music wasn't about fame or branding or money for most of its history.
It shouldn't be.
Ever since the microphone came along and broadcasting, that maybe started to happen more, but it wasn't about that. It was about community. It was about lifting people up. It was about bringing people together. Humor, education, all those community things. So I have to try to keep myself right there, and then I can already say, I made it.
Yeah. Well, I think that you have made it. You certainly have my attention, and I think that it was Kip Sturgeon that brought us together,
Yeah.
and he was right on when he said that you were really good at what you do, and I should have you. And I think that that's a good thing. When you're writing songs and you have an idea in your head, what comes first, the melody or the words?
I usually get a hook. I have one right now in my head. It's about changing the college culture again.
Okay.
It's called Brother's Keeper, and I was thinking about the hazing deaths.
Yeah, there's a lot of them happening. It's sad.
Yeah, it's really sad, and I have kids that age, so I'm trying to write that song. So I have the hook.
Okay.
That came to me, and I approached that. I have that hook now going in 4 different directions. Like, there's one that's probably gospel, there's one that's folk, there's one that's kind of gospel-y folk. I started listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers to try to get an angle on it. So I don't know. From there, it gets harder. The hook part is fun. From there, it gets harder. I have to do all those verses, and that takes a lot of time for me. I'll research all about hazing, and I'll try to make some verses that make sense and work that support that hook.
Yep.
And there's rules. First verse is one thing. Second verse, go a little deeper. And then,
So you have rules to your songwriting.
yeah.
Where
I
did you
use
learn
rules.
those rules?
Probably Nashville at that conference I went to. It was a songwriting conference, and then I've joined groups. I go to NSAI, Nashville Songwriting Association International. So we meet at Nightingale's Cafe,
Nice.
and we show each other our songs, or we play each other our songs, and we critique them. I'll go to a workshop where I get critiqued. I also had this great guitar teacher who taught me how to write a song. He taught me how to analyze songs I like and see what their structure is, and then try to emulate that.
Well, I think that whatever you're doing a great job of it, and I think you should keep writing songs. That's just my humble opinion.
Thank you.
I think you're wonderful, and I think that your stuff is great. Do we look for a new CD coming out from you?
Yeah, I'm doing these little EPs. They're 2 songs at a time.
Yep.
They're called The Paint Box.
Yep.
So I just released Paint Box #1.
Okay.
And it has 2 songs on it that I just played, Memory
Okay.
Care and Children Gonna Play. I have another one in the works. That'll be Paint Box #2. And then Paint Box #3, I think, is going to be 2 children's songs.
Okay, great.
And then Paint Box #4 is probably going to be 2 other songs that I need to finish, that I want to finish. And as soon as I have all 4, Then I think I'll make a disc because I'll have 8 songs.
Yeah, called The Paint Box.
The Paint Box.
Awesome. Well, as always, come to the end of the show and we've run out of time. Do you have a song you can take us out with?
Sure.
I'd love that very much. Make sure you unhook because you're tethered. You're tethered. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Dot. I really love having you here.
Thank you. Let's see if I can find a good one here. Okay.
As Dot's getting ready, let me just say goodbye. Happy New Year. Check out your local mom and pop shops. Check out your local restaurants. Make sure that you support your neighbors in their endeavors. And until next week, bye-bye and have a great week.
Oh, I'm torn about which song to do, but since we were talking about my grandma, this is a song I wrote pretending I was talking with her. She's in heaven, I'm on earth, and I'm talking about my feelings about having rock and roll and blues music in my church. And as you know, she was a classical church musician, so it's a little chat. It's called Grandma, Jesus, and the 12-Bar Blues. Hey Grandma, I'm a singer just like you. I sing to save the sinners in the church like you I do, but not with your vibrato or formal attitude, 'cause Jesus only comes to me in the 12-bar blues, and he moves me and he shakes me like a savior ought to do. Yeah, Jesus only comes to me in the 12-bar blues. The preacher doesn't know it, doesn't know I sing in there. I sneak in when it's empty, when the pews are cold and bare. 'Cause if he heard the way I sing, he'd politely excuse, saying Jesus shouldn't come to you in the 12-bar blues. He could move you, he could shake you like a savior ought to do, but Jesus shouldn't come to you in the 12-bar blues. Grandma, I feel you with me in this room. I look up at your picture on the wall as I croon. I feel your smile upon me, I can hear you harmonize, and we sing together for the Lord with a sparkle in our eyes. And he moves us and he shakes us like a savior ought to do, when we sing together for the Lord in the 12-bar blues. I dream about that day, that very day when we will meet, just you and me and Jesus right there on that golden street. You'll run up to me smiling just like a long-lost friend, and tell me that the music here in heaven never ends. The melody is infinite, the chorus is immense, but way up here in heaven, no, the music never ends. But Grandma, I'm afraid they'll never let me in the choir. When they hear the way I sing, they'll take me to the devil's fire. Oh dear, no, don't you worry, Grandma said it's all arranged. 'Cause when the angels heard you